Well. Look who's bleeding now. Funny, isn't it? How the ones who once laughed at your pain are now choking on their own medicine. You see, they never expected you to survive. They never planned for your comeback. They thought they buried you, but didn't realize you were a seed. That every betrayal was just rain. They called you broken. They poked your scars, mocked your silence, twisted your kindness until it resembled weakness. And now they see something. They never prepared for you without mercy, you without the leash, you with fire in your veins, and no apologies left in your throat. You see, this isn't about redemption. Redemption is for those who beg. Redemption is for those who still believe in playing fair. I played fair once, and they fed me to the wolves. So now, no more smiles. No more handshakes. Just fire. Just revenge. Because here's what they'll never tell you in their polished little fairy tales. The villain was once the victim, until the victim stopped crying. The world wants you humble. It wants you soft, forgiving. It wants you to let it go, rise above, be the bigger person. But they didn't bleed like you. They didn't swallow their screams like you. They didn't bury their soul while smiling at the ones who carved it out. No, this time, you're not here to be good. You're not here to explain, to reason, to compromise. You're here to return the favor. They tried to kill your spirit. Now, you walk into the room like a storm, like a memory they can't erase, like a nightmare dressed in everything they thought you'd never become, and they'll whisper what happened to you, and you'll laugh, because the truth is, you finally happened to yourself. No redemption, only revenge. You want to know where monsters are born, not in darkness, not in haunted houses or in villainous laboratories. No, monsters are born in bedrooms full of silence, in classrooms where truth is punished, in families where love is conditional, in friendships that feel like traps. You weren't always this cold, were you? There was a time you laughed freely, trusted easily. You believed that people meant what they said, that if you gave your heart, they'd protect it, but they didn't. They shattered it, over and over, and each time you picked up the pieces, you lost a little bit of yourself, until one day, there was nothing left but sharp edges. They created you, with their lies, with their betrayals, with their fake apologies and their fake concern, and yet the world points at you. You're the villain now? Funny how they ignore the origin story, isn't it? Because the monster isn't born from hate. It's born from too much love given to the wrong people, from trusting demons dressed as angels. You became the villain because they left you no other role, no script, no redemption arc, just the broken glass of your past and the silence they forced you to swallow. You remember that night, don't you? The night you realized no one was coming to save you, that every "I'm here for you" was just a placeholder for eventual abandonment, that your cries were just entertainment for their twisted amusement. That was the night the old you died, and the new you, the one they fear now, crawled You stopped asking why. You stopped hoping for closure. You stopped playing their rigged little game. And in that death was your resurrection. Not as a hero, but as something far more dangerous. Someone who remembers. Someone who never forgets. Someone who's done being the joke. They wanted a monster. Well, they should have fed the angel better. You ever seen a smile that wasn't happy? Not polite, not gentle, not inviting, but surgical, like a scalpel across the soul. That's the kind of smile I wear now. See, forgiveness is a fairy tale, written by cowards, a bedtime story for the weak, told by those who want you silent, compliant, forgetful. Let it go, they said. No one's perfect. Be the bigger person. But when they were twisting the knife in your back, did they ever pause? Did they ever consider your peace, your dignity? No, they fed off your silence. They thrived on your apologies. And every time you forgave them, you were just giving them permission to do it again. So I stopped. I stopped forgiving ghosts. Stopped sending love letters to traitors. Stopped praying for people who enjoyed my pain. You want to know what revenge really is? It's not blood. It's not fire. It's not bullets. It's memory. It's becoming everything they feared you could be without them. It's showing up stronger, colder, unreachable. It's the look in your eyes when they try to come back and realize you're not home anymore. You burned that place down. Forgiveness. That's what they preach to keep the wolves asleep. But I woke up. I grew fangs. And now I smile. Not because I'm healed, but because I remember every betrayal, every lie, every fake I love you. And that memory fuels me. You think the Joker smiles because he's happy? No, he smiles because he's done explaining himself. Done begging for decency in a world built on betrayal. There is no redemption. Not for me. Not for them. Only revenge. Carved into the bones of every apology I never got. So next time they see me smile, they'll finally understand. That smile was never about joy. It was a warning. They didn't just betray me. No, they stole things, pieces of me I didn't even know could be stolen. Time, innocence, trust. The kind of trust that makes a man believe in something bigger than himself. They didn't stab me once. They bled me slowly, with smiles, with silence, with promises that tasted like poison dipped in honey. But here's the part they never saw coming. I let them. Yeah, I watched them do it. I stood still. Why? Because sometimes you have to let the devil think he's winning. Sometimes the only way to truly know someone is to hand them the knife and see how deep they go. And they went deep. They took my warmth, turned it cold, took my hope, turned it bitter. They thought they were killing me, but what they didn't realize was that every cut they gave me carved something sharper in return. They took my softness. I took back. Steel. They took my peace. I built a war chest. They broke my voice. I came back with a roar. I stopped started becoming the nightmare they created. And here's the truth they'll choke on. You can't kill what was already dying. You can't silence what already stopped speaking. You can't hurt a man who finally stopped caring. They took, but I took more. I took back control, took back narrative, took back the right to decide who I am, without their chains, without their guilt, without their fake forgiveness. They see me now and call it revenge. I call it balance. I took back everything that mattered and set fire to the rest. They wanted to break me. All they did was bury the old me. And now they've got a bigger problem, because what rose from that grave isn't seeking redemption. It's seeking reckoning. And when I knock, I won't be asking for forgiveness. I'll be collecting. They always talk about closure, forgiveness, healing, like it's some grand finale in a feel-good movie. But I'm not in a movie. I'm in a war, and in war, there are no apologies. There's no sweet piano music. There's just blood, memory, and silence. Let me tell you something they don't want to admit. Redemption is a fantasy made for the guilty to sleep better at night. But I don't want to sleep. I want them to stay awake. To toss and turn every time they hear my name. To flinch when they see someone who reminds them of me. I want my ghost in their mirror. Because I didn't come back for peace. I came back to burn the script they wrote for me. The one where I beg, where I kneel, where I say, it's okay. No, it's not okay. It was never okay. They killed a part of me. And I killed the part of me that ever needed them. Now we're even. You see, they say revenge is bitter, but they've never tasted justice soaked in flame. It's not bitter, it's clarity. It's the kind of clarity that hits you at 3 a.m. when you realize the monster you ran from is the one you created, and I don't care if they hate me now. I hope they do, because hate means they feel something, and feeling something means they're still bleeding, just like I did. This is where the story ends for them. Not with forgiveness, but with the echo of everything they thought I'd never say. I never wanted revenge. I became it. And now I walk through the ashes, head high, no chains, no apologies. Because this isn't about proving anything. This is about making sure the next version of me, the one who's risen from every betrayal, knows his power, knows his worth, and never again gives the knife to cowards in masks. So if you're out there, watching, bleeding, silent, don't apologize, don't kneel, don't wait for redemption. Write your own ending, set fire to the script they gave you, and smile while it burns. Now tell me in the comments, what did they take from you? And what did you take back? Let it out. Because this time, the world doesn't get to silence you.